Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, and honorable members, I have great pleasure in welcoming you to this joint session of the state legislature. I extend to you my warm greetings and good wishes for the new year. After 4 consecutive years of poor monsoon and conditions of severe drought in large parts of the state, the year which has just gone by saw generally favorable seasonal conditions, though some anxiety was caused by prolonged dry spells. The major part of the state received average or above average rainfall. The spatial distribution was not, however, uniform. In several districts, some pockets had poor rainfall. Strangely, it was the turn of the Malanda districts this time to suffer on account of insufficient precipitation. In spite of these limitations, the crop production in the state premises to be by and large satisfactory. Thanks to God, late rains, the Rabi prospects are bright. My government has taken prompt action to provide assistance in the areas affected by inadequate rains. In the paddy growing belt of the Maland, many kits have been distributed free to the small and marginal farmers. In the dry areas, the tempo of employment generation programs is being maintained and arrangements have been made for fodder and drinking water. My government has fulfilled its promise of ushering in Panchayat Raj in its true sense, with democratically elected institutions at different levels enjoying vast powers and autonomy. We have just had the first ever elections to Jilla Parishad and Mandal Panchayats. Let me offer my congratulations to the nearly 2 crore voters of Karnataka for the peaceful conduct of the elections by and large. Their voting behavior in these and other recent elections show an encouraging growth of political maturity of the ordinary citizen. It holds out the hope that our democratic system now has a solid foundation. In establishing the new pattern of Panchayat Raj, my government has been inspired by Lokanayak Jaiprakash Narayan's ideal of decentralized democracy. Thus, the Jilla Parishads have been vested with wide-ranging functions for the discharge of which there will be commensurative transfer of financial resources. The Mandal Panchayats, which will have their feet closer to the ground, are designed to respond quickly and effectively to local needs and requirements. Apart from discharging traditional functions such as looking after village sanitation, licensing of new constructions, etc., they will enjoy an autonomous role in a variety of development programs affecting their areas. The process of planning will take a new dimension with the coming into existence of Jilla Parishads and Mandal Panchayats. We have been talking for many years of planning from the below. We expect this to become a reality in Karnataka with the ushering in of Panchayat Raj. A major event during the year has been the holding of the second Summit Conference of the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation in Bangalore last November. Seven heads of states and government encompassing a sizable proportion of the global population assembled here to discuss regional and bilateral issues. Karnataka is proud to have played host to this major international conference. We feel particularly gratified by the appreciation expressed by our Prime Minister and other visiting dignitaries of the arrangements made by the state government. I am sure that this event signifies the emergence of Bangalore as a center for international events. Karnataka's achievement in rural drinking water supply has been impressive. All the so-called problem villages identified prior to the sixth plan have been covered. We are now in the process of extending this concept to habitations. We are also laying increased emphasis on mini schemes and piped water supply schemes so as to minimize the production of water scarcity even during years of acute drought. I am glad to inform that Gulbarg district has been included in the first set of districts selected by Government of India to be covered by the technology mission which they have set up to tackle the problem of drinking water. More districts are expected to come under this program in the coming years. Honorable members, I have now come to the end of my address. I am sure that both care and expedition will characterize your deliberations. Thanking you. Dear sirs, in reply to your letter of the 1st April, we regret that you have been caused so much inconvenience through our delay in forwarding the goods which you ordered on the 5th March. We were obliged to remove very much sooner than we had expected, and in consequence of the temporary interruption of business, there was some delay in carrying out the instructions given in your letter. We have to inform you, however, that the goods have been dispatched early this morning, and we hope that you will find the enclosed invoice in order. We should like to draw your attention to new line in handkerchiefs which we have just introduced, full particulars of which you will find in the enclosed leaflets. We shall be glad if you will consider whether it will be possible for you to do any trade in this special class of goods. Our Mr. Raju hopes to be in your district within the course of the next few days and will call on you with samples and price lists. The premises we have just taken are in the central part of the town, consist of a much larger shop and warehouse than we had in Main Street, so that we shall be able to stock a great deal more than formerly. We hope to be favored with a continuance of your valued support and assure you of our best attention on all occasions. As it is obvious from the reference to the under release in the assignment that the term created by it must have come to an end nearly 10 years ago. It seems to us that your client seemingly dispense with production of the counterpart. The vendor is willing, if you think it desirable, to make statutory declaration. Yours truly.